3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Well, back to our 399 tune-up, added a little bit more after the 100-foot mark, and we're going to hopefully just make a full A to B pass and have the first number be a 3. So that's the goal for this morning.
I think we decided to pull the trans. Seemed like a good time to do it. It was about 85 degrees outside. Seemed like the best time to do it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
In the middle of qualifying to Eliminations 1,
Yeah,
that's the best.
The best time to do it. Yep. Yeah, see, I figured we hadn't sweat enough today, so we figured we'd just go ahead and just break it in.
Fix that
Get
right
ready
up.
for the year.
Yeah. We're going to fix that right up.
So Joyce and Rick, you want to get out underneath?
Adults, if you have kids.
This new design on this piston, there's a lot bigger center hub and there's not near as much volume in here. That's why this converter locks up a lot faster than what our old one did. So it feeds oil up through the end of the input shaft here. This is a piston that slides, this is the hub here. So it slides up and down and it's what applies these clutches. So that volume of oil is a lot smaller and that's why we're getting a lot quicker apply on this converter. And like you can see, it's pretty trick. This is a whole steel insert so that the teeth don't chatter into the aluminum.
It's going to be pretty cool. They give off the introduction to bringing that out here in Lake Jack 12, playing with Garland.
But we've been pulse width modulating our lockup quite a bit. So in theory, we're sliding the clutches as we're applying them, but those are looking, I guess that one shows a little bit of signs of sliding, but nothing burnt at all. Like they're looking good.
Now, pulse width modulation is essentially just turning it on and off.
Yeah, pretty much taking the solenoid that engages, that tells to send fluid, and it pulses it. So it goes from 0% to 100% over half a second. So we're slowly giving pressure to this instead of giving it all at once so it doesn't just slam into gear and shock the tire.
Gotcha.
We were seeing a 3/10 delay in between when we command first to second shift to when it actually engaged, and the G meter was really falling off really hard. We were also seeing some really fine aluminum shavings in our cooler, so we're guessing something in the transmission is not quite the way it should be.
Right, maybe clutches are starting to wear, and it's just
Well,
not.
yeah, I mean, aluminum could come from, I guess, a few different places, but we've had the sprag is kind of a weak point. It's what we tore up the most in this, so it could have something to do with that as well.
Right.
So we have a spare in the trailer, so if it's a chance of picking up a few tenths by spending the afternoon swapping trans, we're going to do it.
And we got the time to do it right now, so.
Not too bad of a process when you're not in a hurry.
Yeah. It's when you're in a hurry, it sucks.
All right.
Attention in the pits. Attention in the pits. It is now 4:07. The ladders are going to be posted at the bottom of the tower momentarily. They are locked in.
Definitely need to adjust the bump.
Deck completed.
Not bump?
I mean, very little. If you're broke or you're pulling it out the winter and all that great stuff.
Ever so slightly leak.
What's
That
up?
was much better. Yes.
That's it.
Dude, it's almost like familiar.
Just give me a minute. I just had to get Phil out of the way so I can get action.
That's going right to the internet.
Okay, this afternoon we got the transmission changed and we've got some smoke map changes that we made. Trying to get it on boost as quick as possible because we're going into eliminations against Tim Slavens, which is pretty cool because it wasn't but a couple years ago we're all sitting back at the shop watching RVW, drooling over Tim Slavens' car, saying how badass that car is, and tonight we get to line up against him. So it's kind of a grown-up moment for us in racing that we actually get to play on the big stage. So we're looking forward to going up and taking the tree. So wish us luck. We're going to really try our best to put it back in the threes in front of the big crowd tonight.
Number 2 qualifier.
All right, Cody, let's see your thing.
So anyway, once again, do a little scream down there, which is unintended. We didn't mean this wasn't planned, so we do apologize about that. So hope you're enjoying some beverages, enjoying yourself. Make sure you start yelling.
What are you doing in there? Man,
Yes, power underneath the
this
hood.
is it. Lights out.
This is it.
Radio versus the world. Round 1. Tim Slavens. I mean, how you feeling?
Out there watching on it.
Excited?
Sending lots of love to
happy to be here for the opportunity, honestly.
Recovery is going good. That's
Give it our
always
best
good
shot.
news.
We might be
But he's
outgunned,
here.
but we all got the heart in it, and we're going to give it our best shot. So.
Right. I mean, even from the start of the weekend, I didn't even think
Oh, boy.
about,
Hitting fences
like, we were
up,
personal
guys.
goal chasing.
Here we go. Scott
And forgot
Fox.
about the fact that, like,
We're in a
qualified,
race.
right, qualified in the field, like, not a bad spot in qualification either.
17. Right in the
17.
middle of the field, 32 cars. We're nickel pink with that.
Awesome. I wish you the best of luck. Go out there
No
and
more
kill 'em.
contracts in the stage lanes.
one of Radio versus the World, the biggest stage that I know of radio race yet. How does it feel when you get up to the line and you see those thousands of people just screaming for the truck? It's amazing. Like, I don't know, the atmosphere is electrifying. Just everybody's nervous. I'm not even the driver. I think I was more nervous being part of the pit crew and standing behind the truck than if I was the driver. So it was awesome. Now, and when you guys took off, it was a race. I mean, there was not a lot of difference there.
It was a 095 to 089 reaction time, and the 330 time was a 269.9 for us, and it was a 267.7 for them. And then on the top end, they used turbo horsepower, drove it out the back door at 204 mile an hour. And our crankcase signal that we've been fighting has been cutting us off and limiting us to 180 mile an hour. So we got a couple things that we can make better for next time and go for more.
But that was an incredible show. I mean, side by side.
Yep.
We've got the side by side video.
The crowds loved it. I mean, afterwards, hearing the roar of the crowd, you know, it sucks to lose, but that's the best way to do it.
Well, you lost, but it was a drag race.
Yep.
But you still go home the fastest diesel in the world.
Yeah, and just to be able to qualify for RBW is a win in itself, and then to be able to put up a solid drag race in the first, be the first pair down, great night.
So, what's going to happen when you guys get home? Are you guys celebrating? Are you getting right back to work? What's the game plan?
First time is work. Catch up with all the stuff that we missed out on. Honestly, our customer base, they do lose customer service support when we're out on the field. I mean, we try to keep up with it as much as we can, but the week after race day is always just, it's a bunch of catch-up work. So we do work. We've got some things that we're going to look at as far as probably talk to fluid damper on some harmonics that we think is happening with the fluid damper, and that way we're ready for our next season opener at Rudy's for ODSS. That's April 23rd.
So now that you guys have smashed your goal, what's your next goal?
The next goal, we have some goals that involve a new chassis, and so we got to talk about some realistic things. So we know what we want, but also when it comes to financially, you got to make sure you have the old car and the new car.
Right.
Because business first, racing second.
Absolutely. Well, look, you guys had an incredible weekend, and you know what? I'm not even mad. I held my breath for 4 seconds. I was just like, oh my God, they're gonna do it!
That was close. That was a great race.
That's a great way to, number one, kick off Radio versus the World, and then, you know, end the night. So, congrats. Let's pack this thing up, put it in the trailer or winner, and move on to the next race.
Yep, let's do it.